Hello friends and enemies, welcome to Happy For Now, or welcome back. It's me Isabel here with a recommendation video. I'm back with recommendation videos. It's happening. I said I was going to do more this year and I am. I just keep signing up for things that inhibit me from doing recommendation videos, but we're here, we're doing it. If you've got a request, leave it in the comments. I'm working on a Mafia one as well right now. I'm trying to find some books that like aren't necessarily in the know for that one though. So, first things first. What is today's recommendation video? It is about friend groups and books. So ideally, obviously these follow the friends throughout a series, but also just books that I think feature fun friendships that I enjoy reading about and are a highlight and addition to the romance. For me, I love a good friend group. I love a good bestie in a book. It's just the best. I love it. It's just, it feels like life, you know, like when you're cheering on your friend who's dating. I don't know what that's like. I've been married way too long, but either way, I think it's really fun. So first up, I'm going to talk about Girls Trip by Tracy Livesay. This is a really fun 2-book series right now. I want more of these. I don't know if we're getting more, but I want more. This book 1 follows a friend who has to go to a small town and figure out some things for her company and falls in love with the mayor. Fantastic. These books are really nicely steamy, like good sex in these books. But this book, we meet the friend group and like they get together regularly, they all have a group chat and they're all there to support each other. And like the friend group in both books, book 1 and 2 of this series, show up for the other person in the friend group repeatedly and in really great ways. And I love that about this. Like it's such a solid friend group that I love it. And I'm really sad we haven't gotten more in this series. It's one of those things that I've been like waiting for. I don't know if more were planned or not. I just would love to see the rest of the friends get their romance. But book 2 is one that deals a little more with treatment of our black female main character. Not so great on this trip, but also has hammock sex. So like, what more do you want? You know, like, come on. But yeah, the Girls Trip series I think is just really fun at how it talks about friendship and showcases their friendships as a whole. Next, we have the Twisted Love series by Anna Wong, who I am a diehard for. We know this. I think Anna does a really good job at friend groups, because in book 1 of the series, Twisted Love, we meet all the girls. We meet all 4 girls that all the books are going to be about. And we follow them book by book. And it's just delightful because in every book, they're all giving each other shit for falling in love and like romance. And we continue to watch them get it dosed back to them when they get to their book. But we also see them be really supportive and there for each other, particularly when you read Twisted Hate and Twisted Lies, because Twisted Hate follows Julia, and then Twisted Lies, I cannot remember her name, follows the other girl and they live together. So we see like snippets of her romance for Twisted Lies. Like we see both books like happening. Not in parallel, but like things happen that introduce you to the hero in Twisted Lies. Or in Twisted Lies. I was like, I'm gonna mess these up. Either way, I feel like we get really good setups. Like we see Jules and Josh in the previous books like having this dynamic, and you know, like something happens at the end of one of the books that kind of makes you go, something's coming. But yeah, you get to see like a really strong friend group. You know, one of them's a princess. Like book 2 is Princess Diaries 2 inspired. What more do you need? But truly, solid friend groups. And I love the dynamic of the girls together and how they spend time together, and that it's a thing. Like I really appreciate how involved in friendship these books are, because I think it's always weird when a heroine has like no friends. Like it's kind of weird if they're not new to a place. Like they should still have friends that they talk to regularly. I can't imagine my life without my group chat with my friends. Like they're the best. Like it's just the best. But yeah, I think this is a great series to read if you're looking for a fun contemporary series that follows a group of friends and is just an absolute blast. Next, I've got 2 besties. Just 2 besties. It's a 2-book series. To Love Jason Thorne and To Hate Adam Connor. This series is really fun. Book 1, we have a brother's best friend and his little sister. It's the little sister and the brother's best friend. He's a movie star. He's going to be in her book adaptation. And it's really cute. She has a really good friend group in this, and her bestie ends up kind of at her house a lot and peeking over the corner, and next door is Adam Connor, and there's a lot of intrigue around him and his child. And it was just really cute how their relationship worked and the ways that they like enabled each other. Very precious. adored it. I think this is another great demonstration of what friendship is like in real life, and I think it nails it really well. And that's what I want to see. Like, you know, yes, I'm gonna help you peek over a fence to spy on this hot movie guy. Of course I am. You don't have to ask me twice. Next, we have one of my favorite historicals that I think features friendship really wonderfully, and that is the Hell's Bells series by Sarah MacLean. I do think a lot of Sarah's books feature friendship really well and prominently, but Hell's Bells is her newest series, and it starts with Bombshell. And that is the introduction to the A-team of historical romance. They are women doing crimes together, and I adore all of Sarah's friend groups, because even The Wicked Wallflowers has a great friend group. Oh my gosh, Scandals and Scoundrels also. Like, I don't feel like any of Sarah's books lack in friendship groups, so like I think she's a good historical one for this option. But Hell's Bells has our A-team friend group, so like they're do crimes together. Like, not terrible crime, well, questionable crimes. But each one kind of has their own skill set, which I really love seeing showcased throughout these books so far. You know, our first one is she's kind of the vixen, and our second book is our thief, our princess of thieves. And so far, honestly, every book has just gotten a little bit better, in my opinion, for this series. And also, I've just gotten more and more curious about who's next and what their story is going to be like. And Imogen is the next book, so I'm pumped for her book. She likes explosives. So I just think these ones, again, feature really funny and solid friend groups, and some like nice light bantering and teasing, which is essential, in my opinion, to any friendship. And the last series I'm going to recommend that I haven't read all of, but I feel like book one gave me a setup that I can't resist. And that's the Tyrant Alphas Rejected Mate. So I've only read book one, and I want to read the rest of them, but I think the other girls that follow in the next books, they all live in a house together on pack property and are trying to make money so they can escape being under the pack's rule and afford things, because they are unmated and thus they're not as well taken care of. So to do this, they're like selling mushrooms in town, and she of course is our rejected mate of the alpha. He didn't realize it was her mate, and we had a whole backstory. It's a little bit painful, but it's also really, really sweet and romantic. But I absolutely adore how like reveals are given about how actually the alpha has been trying to take care of them. And also, as she finds her love, our first one is very concerned about how the rest of her friends are going to be treated by the pack and what that means, and like shifting how they're treated. I really just love this because they're just kind of like a weird group of friends. Like, they're very weird. They're all very unique and different, a little bit weirdos. And, you know, they're doing the best they can to like figure it out and get by together as a team. And I think that kind of unlikely friendship aspect here really worked for me. But yeah, I love a strong friend group in books. Let me know if you have a favorite friend group in books. These are just, you know, some of my favorites. I would love to know more about yours. I know I didn't give a ton of info, but let me know if you're going to pick any up. But yeah, let me know if you have any recommendations for books with strong friend groups, specifically in romance or any other genre. I love a friend group. And if you don't want to do that, leave me the like 2 girls emoji, you know, with like the outfits that match. Is it bunnies? Yeah, the 2 dancers. Leave me that emoji. And I will have everything linked down below for you, as well as links to be my friend anywhere on the internet. And I will talk to y'all again in just a few days. Bye.
Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions. We'll get away. This is what we